And yeah, as you said, Azure, he takes down one Vietnamese player. Now it's time for for the big cat.
Yeah.
MeomaikA himself.
MeomaikA. Me? Me? No, it's not MeomaikA because, I still was trying to say the other day. It's just, no.
It doesn't quite work.
No.
So does MeomaikA, is that Vietnamese for cat?
We should probably translate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to Golden Wall early for game one of the second semi-final. This best of three between these two titans. And spawning on the right-hand side of the map, the Red Zerd from Vietnam, the Maru Slayer himself, representing the Far East Society. This is MeomaikA.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Golden Wall LE, we have the Australian Terran representing Legacy Esports. It is Azure.
Okay. So MEO is cat in Vietnamese. See what MeomaikA is. Nope, it's okay. Google Translate is for me. So it's cat MeomaikA. Probably the best way to translate it. We'll figure it out. We'll ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask him. We'll ask him. We know there's a cat in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah. So far, nothing too cheeky coming out of MeomaikA. I think you were mentioning it before with Yaku, where he's kind of playing more standard lately, which
he just has cheesy timings. Would probably be the best way.
Exactly. Like MeomaikA, it's difficult to explain what kind of player he is because he's not like the Vietnamese Haas. Like he's not like straight up cheese, but like he just has like these strange timings or these weird compositions that he just makes work sometimes. It's just things that you don't expect to happen. And it's just MeomaikA. His brain is just too big. It's just oh my god, he's no ordinary cat.
No, he is a big brain cat. But looks like Meo is going to take his third base here, unfortunately to the dismay of Azure's SEV. But the Reaper is out and ready to do some damage. Queens are on the way, speed as well. So, I see Zergs actually in TVZ recently do this more like speed after the third hatch.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're confident in their queen defense, like.
It is more of a, I think Solar started it, or maybe he like made it more popularized, but it is like a Korean opener where you get the faster third CC.
It's more known as the Clash opening because either Lambo or Elaser, when they were on Clash, did it I think in WCS. Some of them worked really well, so they're like, oh, they must have figured it, so it's Clash.
Yeah. It does delay the speed, but you get a faster third CC. Third base. And it's fast enough so that you don't have to worry about the Reaper denying it. So it's pretty good.
Speed is almost finished here for the Zerglings. 1-1-1 gonna be the opener here, not a 2-1-1. I think 1-1-1's more. Actually, no, it is a 1-1-1. With the barracks floating to kill off the... I think we did see either Azure or Sifa did this in ANZ. In ESL ANZ.
Yeah, so he does get the Overlord, does deny that scouting as well. But we do have Lings moving out across the map, and hopefully they'll be able to see something. Ooh, speed finishing up as well.
Oh, the Reaper coming back as well. Just cleaning up those Lings, but 8 Wall Lings and 2 Evo Chambers actually on the way here, plus Lair, so... Clotellians. Like Banshee, sorry. God, exactly. Clotellians, oh god!
That'd be awful.
That would be terrible!
Azure, he is going for that 1-1-1, going for that Banshee opener. He has decided, and kind of an interesting third CC placement. It looks like he's in position to either go over the wall or towards the gold base. Like typically you have,
I think it's more towards the gold base here.
yeah, like either one. Like he isn't going for that typical northern base location. Otherwise, the CC would have been made in the natural. So we'll see what Azure decides to go for.
Oh, they found these lings, and the lings line up for them. Let's take out this small force of lings. +1 melee and carapace on the way here for those lings. So they're looking to, looks like MeomaikA maybe once he gets some banelings out. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like because that Overlord went down, MeomaikA still hasn't scouted the main base for Azure. He still doesn't know that a Cloak Banshee is on the way, so he doesn't have any spores ready. He has a couple of queens, but still no detection, so it could... Oh, never mind. He does have one spore in the main base. Yeah, but just in the main, the natural and the third are blind.
Oh, now he knows.
Now he knows, and immediately spores go down. Nicely done. Nice reaction there.
Oh.
The Lings with a pretty good surround of the Hellions, actually.
We'll clean this up. Only 4 drones going down.
Okay. MeomaikA actually canceling the spore at the third. Interesting.
Well, plot 1-1 is about to be finished for these Lings. As Zero is transitioning into this bio play here.
Dropper-lords! There's 5 Dropper-lords on the way as well!
Oh my god. Overlord speed getting research. Yep. Humanized Carapace is going to be there. And Azure did take this lower third base here.
Oh, there's nothing... Yeah, there's no factory units here, just Marines, so these Lings could deal a lot of damage. They could bust through, and there it is. On the other side of the wall, we have Azure's third base, which is pretty safe, all things considered. Oh, but here come the Banshees. Has to be a little bit careful. They could take out this queen, and they do.
They take out the spawning pool next. Actually, if you took out the spawning pool...
Yeah, the Lings, they're still posturing outside. There is no baneling there, so he can't bust through quite yet.
And so he's starting to pick off these, Lings.
The Overlords, yeah, they're getting loaded up.
All
Oh
right.
god, they're gonna go in, yeah.
The flight of the bet. Oh my! But there are a lot of Marines in position here. Tanks
Yeah,
as
he
well.
has to circle up the Marines, don't focus them down!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
you
but
just
the
going
third
outside
base.
the wall. Yeah, the third base. To be fair, MeomaikA doesn't even know about the third base yet. So
Well, he will in a moment.
that he will. Oh, so many Lings flooding across the map. It looks like he's trying to hit the natural at the same time. Oh, but he has to be so careful. So, one Overlord goes down, maybe even a second.
Yeah, but the Ling flood in the natural. There was one more, 3 more Dropper Lords, but there is a lot of Lings, a lot of Marines here to help Stim as well. And these Lings aren't exactly going to do the best damage. +1 armor on the way here, and GG is called. Azure's going to take map 1.
Remember we were talking about these weird timings that MeomaikA does?
Yeah.
It almost worked. GG. Yeah, just Marines just trade so well against Lings, and especially on that ramp, we saw Azure hold the line and just trade so efficiently, taking everything down. And it was also a little bit unfortunate because MeomaikA, like, the initial drop was almost immediately spotted and faced by Marines, right? Like, I guess he was hoping they were somewhere else. And he also didn't know about the third base, like, he could have dropped there first, maybe, if he knew about it. Yeah, just the execution wasn't quite there. And again, it was a pretty good timing because it lined up with 1-1 for the Lings. But men with gun, they're pretty good.
Men with gun. As we wait for our observer to get in there, we go.
Yeah, we are setting up second lobby.
Good luck, have fun is called. What?
Oh, Azure, like, he's up 1-0 in this series. Like, that's pretty good, especially against someone like MeomaikA. Like, he's on match point. One more. Could make it to the finals.
Yeah, he could. I'm sure Jojo Jojo.
Is this Powerpuff
Anyway.
Girls? What's the funky called?
Mojo. Anyway. We are now on Everdream Light. Have you ever dreamed that you actually won a tournament other than VTL?
I can only dream.
Yeah, that's right. You can only dream because you don't make queens. And sporting in the top right, the Blue Terran, representing Legacy Esports in the nation of Australia. This is Azure.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, down 1-0 in the series on match point. Can he bring it back? Representing Far East Society Gaming, it is MeomaikA.
14
Yep.
pull.
Did go for a pool first. Did go for a 14 pool. Okay.
It was very quick, and Steel's not scouting with his SEVs, so he's not going to see this coming, but should hopefully have that Reaper up in time, and with some good micro, maybe be able to Reaper expand. And now he's only just sending the SEV out. I mean, that is quite typical in TVZ.
Yeah. What was it, a 14 pool or was it a pool first?
I think it was pull first.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, there are no lings out for MeomaikA. I'm very confused by his opener.
Yeah, he's just going straight into Queen.
Maybe
I think he wants to trick Azure here into thinking,
oh,
you went pull first. Oh,
that's why.
Oh,
Okay.
With only one gas though. No, he should probably
does Azure
take
spot
a
it?
second.
Oh, he spotted it with the SCV. He knows.
All right.
The Queen's trying to catch the SCV.
Okay, so he's going one gas Roach off 2 bases, so he is storing up that gas. He's not going to get Link speed. He's just going to go straight into Roaches here, it seems like, once it's up. We'll have enough for 5, maybe 6 Roaches.
What
good
would
I was looking at the gas.
Yeah, what good would it do though? Like, I imagine Azure should be perfectly fine against this, and I feel like that's why we have Link speed now on the way, because MeomaikA, he has to adjust because he knows that Azure scouted, so he has to change his plans. If he
he's droning up.
Yeah, exactly.
He's droning up, going to take his third here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Like, I feel like if he just committed to it, like, it just wouldn't work. Like,
well,
he has to
Reaper's
respect
going to come
Azure.
in and see that, oh, there's no second gas here. Maybe he's not. So that's going to call for immediate tech lab onto that factory. Probably will get one safety tank out, because let's be honest, the safety tank against, like, a bunch of links coming out from there would actually be pretty decent.
Yeah, and Azure does spot all the workers at the natural as well. Like, he does confirm, like, okay, MeomaikA, he's not going for that push. He's macroing up, so we will be transitioning. Ooh, pretty fast lair.
Oh yeah. I think he actually might want to go for quick mutas here. As well. Do you see what I see?
Okay.
Asian core going down.
God damn it!
I mean, actually, BCs would actually be pretty decent.
They'd be pretty good. Again, we'll see what MeomaikA just ends up doing. Like, he's going for that Evo. Oh, he's getting +1 armor.
Oh, this Reaper still doing damage here. Can he get that one? Oh my god. Nice pull there as another Evo chamber go again. It looks like maybe wants to go for that same play he did last game.
Yeah, it's looking kind of like it. The Evos aren't lined up like in game number 1, where 1-1 was finished at the same time. Oh, there it is.
Called it. I called it. 3 base muta.
Yeah, like going for that early lair, like it did signify something, whether it was early mutas or some kind of other tech. But you know, Aspire is pretty good, especially against BC. Ooh, Azure a little bit supply block there, delaying that BC. But yeah, MeomaikA, like if he spots it, he could get out Corruptors, and then he should be fine. But we'll see, because again, like because of this Viking, like he's been denying so many Overlords. It's so hard for MeomaikA to see what Azure is doing.
Yeah. The wall is up, so these Butcherlings won't go too far. There are some Hellions as well as the bunker. They're bailing us, so we can't bust it, which I'm disappointed.
I mean, he's got something else that he's got to save up his gas for, right?
Yeah.
But this BC, it's going to finish up, and, well, to be fair, it does look like MeomaikA threw down a bunch of safety spores, which I think is the right choice, especially when, like, you just don't have any scouting at all of the main. Like, you have to be safe like this, otherwise you could just lose the game to something like BC's.
Yeah.
But again, he just has a single queen at each base, so it's good enough defense for, like, a Banshee or Liberators, but BC could do more. Ooh. Teleports across the map.
Alright, but he will spot these mutas coming out. We'll pick off an Overlord as well. And actually, Mia actually needs that supply. That's going to supply block MeomaikA.
Yeah, he's supply blocked.
Alright, the mutas are out. As that's a bunch of Hellions going into that third. Well, that's going to free up some supply for Mio here.
Yeah, it's great. He's losing supply, he can make
It was
stuff.
all planned. He learned to lose 7 drones so he can free up supply.
Nice surround. And again, Azure, he was being pretty conservative with his BC, and I think it went down to the Mutalisks.
Yeah, it went down.
Oh my god. That was a bit of miscontrol, I feel like. Azure not really doing much damage at all with the BC, and now we have him on the back foot. MeomaikA pushing out across the map with his Mutalisks.
But there are Cyclones, Widow Mines, and turrets going up as well.
Ooh.
Actually, very quick reactions of Azure there. We'll manage to pick up one meter here.
Yeah, and he does kill an SCV with the turrets, so just trying to find what damage he can. It does look like MeomaikA has stopped Mutalisk production, so you know he's just made this first round, and that's about it.
Well, the second BC did get spotted hanging out across the map, so maybe these mutas will try. Corruptors are starting to come out now, as Yamato and Magfield accelerators for Azure going to be equipping his mech up. Oh no, the third they're getting a bit. Oh, but these 4 Marines actually could be pretty decent.
Yeah, these Marines though aren't enough to ward away the Mutalisks, so they are being a little bit annoying there, but the BC does walk into the main base. He did move out across the map, so he can teleport whenever he needs to.
Okay, there is a Corruptor out.
Yeah, a
2
couple of
Corruptors
Corruptors out. Yeah, this BC, once again, not really finding much damage done at all.
Yeah, it did. I think he lost one drone there.
Yeah.
But Azure is getting his third up and running now. MeomaikA now starting to take his third base. Oh, that Widow Mine! Actually might have done. And now it's down to 2 meters.
Wow, yeah. But again, like, he only made that first round of Mutalisks. Like, he's only using them for map control and stuff, which is nice to have, but they are all going down.
And Azure is now transitioning into mech. Well, now he was transitioning into mech. He's starting to get it all fully loaded up. Has got another BC on the way.
Blue Flame, you know, which is quite nice, going for this battle mech style, which I do like. I did feel, but like I do like it against like roaches or Mutalisks. We'll see how it fares against MeomaikA's current composition, which I do feel like it will do.
Yeah,
I think I like it.
Yeah, especially with Magfield accelerators and Blue Flame about to be finished here. Those Cyclones are going to shred Corruptors and Roaches if they get the lock-ons.
Yeah. Exactly. And Azure, he's not stopping the BC production. He's still got a couple more on the way, which will be a nice addition. You know, he did finish Yamato as well, so he does have that going for him. Ooh.
Oh, he has to be careful. Is he paying attention here? All right, does Yamato 1. Can he TP away? There we go.
Does TP away just in time. And MeomaikA, he's going for the third base.
Well, the TPs are there, but there's enough here to stop that army from pushing through. And it looks like Azure is going to hold on to that fourth base. Looks like he's getting his, third base, and it looks like he is getting his fourth base as well. Nice scan there, will reveal the location of that third base.
Yeah, surprisingly, I feel like MeomaikA's fourth was a little bit late. And even if we look at the workers, like MeomaikA is down in workers. Like this is really surprising to me, especially because it's not like he's been harassed much. Like the BCs haven't been doing that much damage. Like MeomaikA, his macro, his economy is slipping a little bit.
I mean, that's MeomaikA. Should probably expect him to be like more focused on his army production, maybe, and his upgrades.
He is a more aggressive player, to be fair. And again, like his army supply is higher, but that can be misleading because he is very roach heavy when it comes to his army composition. So he does have to be careful there.
Oh, that band of Lings did get caught out by a BC, I think.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to find like a way in to like sneak into the natural or something, but it did end up getting caught out in the end. Has to be so careful.
Oh, that's enough defense here.
He's ready. He knows.
He's ready.
The Lings are getting caught out though.
Yeah, they want to try and get surrounded on the Cyclones because Lings do very well against some Cyclones if they do get caught out.
They do have some nice Hellion support though, and it looks like the armies are going to crash in the middle of the map.
Oh, nice flank there. The lock-on's going straight onto the Corruptors. But now, MeomaikA has to be careful as the Cyclones do get the lock-ins and run away.
Yeah, but so many Cyclones are going down though, and it looks like the BCs are cut off as well.
Do they have TP? Okay, they do have TP, so they will shut down the Corruptor. Oh, nice dodging there. And actually, he can target down these Corruptors. There's not much anti-air here.
He just doesn't have much anti-air at all. Like MeomaikA skipping out on Corruptors a little bit there. He is finally starting to remake them, but these BCs will push the army back. That double scan coming down from Azure, making sure he knows what's in the main and natural, seeing what kind of tech there is. He does spot the morphing
Hive,
Raider Spire.
And a Hive as well, so maybe he might need to start to get into some forward production here. Now, actually, Meo does catch the army out of position, but...
Getting a bit surrounded though.
Oh, the Cyclones there get the lock-ons. But the Lings are here. Tanks aren't sieged up. Trying to add the DPS. Battle's landing down to some of the tanks, and actually, MeomaikA is slowly winning this, but the siege tanks are there. Will save the BCs, but trying to shoot down these Corruptors before TPing away. The siege tanks down on the upper ground. Does get rid of the majority of the Ravagers there, and both armies are traded out.
Yeah, they do trade quite nicely. MeomaikA does. The BCs do teleport out, so none of them went down. And Azure, he just has just enough to push away the army of MeomaikA. And again, like MeomaikA still sticking with this army composition. Broodlords will be on the way shortly, though.
Yeah. Hellion Runway does get caught out here as the fourth now.
Ooh, Planetary not quite done.
Should be done in time, but no repair now.
The repair is gonna go down. Ducklings is so low. He has to be so careful. MeomaikA is diving on it. Takes it down.
Yeah, but that only leaves two Corruptors there.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried because we do finally have some Thor production, but I don't, like, at the moment, I feel like there isn't enough here, like, enough anti-Broodlord for Azure. So I'm a little bit worried for him. There we go. We do have multiple Thors in production at once. Maybe some Vikings would be nice to throw in as well. Or maybe BCs are enough. I'm not too sure. Oh, this run by though.
Do something, but MeomaikA is not really renowned for his creep spread.
Yeah, he doesn't have very many queens at all for that creep spread. But the Hellions do get into the natural.
Oh, again, nice lineup there. Only 5 drones going down before these Hellbats are finished. But now, Broodlords do get caught out. Yamato cannon down, only 3 left, but
The army of Azure, it's all the way on the other side of the map. It's not here. Oh, it's going to take some time to come over. I think the base is going to go down.
Yes, he feeds around caustic spray onto the planetary, but it's not going to be enough. The Broomlords actually might get caught out. As now the fours aren't there, going to throw down their anti-air mode, but there's so much ground army here for MeomaikA. He's just pushing his issue, but now the Broomlords.
Yeah, they're going to get focused down. Only one remaining with such low health. But it is still back there dealing damage. Finally gets taken out by the Thors.
BCs are getting targeted by these Corruptors. Trying the best as they can. One lone tank here at the third. That's not going to be enough. Yamato going down onto one of those Corruptors. He's trying to focus fire down the ground army. But he's going to just extend down Corruptor for that anti-air. Now it's just 2 fours. 2 BCs trying to surround it, but
there's
so much army.
Yeah, it's not quite there.
2 siege tanks are going to siege up, try to build the rest of the camp, but now with more force here, Mary has to go away. MeomaikA actually has done all right in this macro game. He's taken down 2 bases. He's evacuated that third.
Yeah, and surprisingly, like, this game is still kind of even. Like, yeah, I was watching that. I was like, has MeomaikA finally broken Azure? And again, Azure's army isn't here, so he can't defend this 3rd base, this 4th base even. But again, like, they have pretty similar worker counts. I mean, it was for a while, but again, Azure, he does have mules to make up for that worker lead that MeomaikA has.
Yeah. As we take a look at that income advantage, and oh boy, over the past 2.5 minutes, it's going steadily in favor of MeomaikA. My screen is dropping more faster than the Aussie dollar at the moment.
It's pretty
Seriously,
bad.
a Twitch subscription costs me $10 Australian now.
GPO has gotten a lot more expensive since it pays out in USD.
Oh god.
I felt it.
This is why we needed to set up a straight pay. Oh no, we can't. Because it's free match arena.
Run by. He does force the lift off from Azure, but not too many worker kills. So Azure, he is starting to close that gap. But MeomaikA's army is just so much larger than Azure's. Like, he does have a couple of Thors and BCs, but I feel like he just doesn't have enough.
Low moving army. That's the problem here. So he's going the wrong way.
Oh no, they're going the wrong way. And again, this base is exposed.
A mini repair here, but with the rest of the army joining now, tank's going to siege up. That's going to be that 5th base going down again.
And I feel like the armies are going to clash here in the middle of the map though.
One BC might go down before the TP, but no, he's actually not TPing about. Tanks are getting sieged up, Force trying to do as much damage as they can, but they are going to get boiled down by the Ravagers, and late, I think we're going to a game 3 here.
Yeah, it looks like this might be it. He's finally able to take down Azure, and GG's called.
Wow, we're going to an ace match here.
Yeah, like, especially towards like that second half of the game, like MeomaikA, he was just outmaneuvering Azure, like just hitting the north and the south repeatedly, and Azure he just was never there in time to properly defend his bases. I feel like he really needed something like sensor towers, like just so he can maneuver his slow army. Like, it's so important.
All right, we're going on to Nightshade as our 3rd and final map for this series. And to think, after this, it's going to be the grand finals of best of 5. Oh
boy, like Azure, like he's having this big back and forth with MeomaikA, but as you said, like Go-Go Joey's waiting for him, and he's like the final boss.
Yeah. Oh, good. Everybody's in position. As Kuro does not. There we go. Alright, make quarter referee. Good luck, have fun. It's gonna be called. And we are gonna be going into our third map. It's gonna be on Nightshade after this quick ad from Light about a Humble Bundle.
Yeah, exclamation mark Humble Bundle in the chat to see all of the sales we have from Humble Bundle. If you want to support us as well as our charity of choice, being Wired, helping out Australian wildlife in these hard times.
Especially from the bushfires. As we are, thank you, Light, for that ad, as we are now going on to Nightshade LE for this third map. And spawning in the top left, the Blue Zerg, representing the Far East Society and the nation of Vietnam. This is the cat himself, MeomaikA.
And in the bottom right, now tied up 1-1 in this best of 3 series. We'll see which of these two players can edge it out. We have the Australian Terran representing Legacy Esports. It is Azure.
Alright, like, who is going to go on to face Go-Go Joey? We see pull first again here from MeomaikA.
Yeah. And we'll see if he's able to get anything done from it. We'll see maybe if he executes the build that he wanted to do in game number 2, as he did go pull first then as well.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see whether Azure will scout it this time. As he usually sends the SCV out to scout once that barracks is done. And it will be Reaper expand here again. So it's just sending out that SCV. We'll have to see whether he sees the pull first. Well, the pull is done, but Mary, he's not making any things again.
Yeah, like he's he keeps doing this, and I feel like he's probably going to throw down a Verge Form because that's exactly what he did last time. But oh, never mind. He actually makes a pair of Lings. So like don't try to understand the madness that is MeomaikA. Is like,
I try to understand it, Light.
How does that work out for you? Like he went pull first, but he only made 2 Lings. I maybe
So
it was like a safety.
So he made
like
he made the 2 Lings for safety just in case, you know, that SCV did scout, but no, it's going to be Link speed, not Roach Warren here.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a pull first beam bus, maybe? No.
I honestly, based off of this opener, I feel like MeomaikA went pull first just in case he got proxy. I feel like he tried to blind counter a proxy, like because he's not being aggressive or anything. He's taking a third base, right? Like it's, yeah.
Yeah, and it's as known to proxy from time to time, as these Lings try to get in, try to do some damage onto the natural, but Marine is there. Nice. Supply depot raise there.
And he does, MeomaikA does confirm that it is a 1-1-1 opener from Azure with that Link Scout, so nicely done.
He could have hit the barracks, you never know.
It's true.
The second barrack. But Scout's the quick lair here.
Ooh. That's huge. And it should prompt Azure to scout later on to see what that lair means, like whether it's mutas again or, you know, something crazy like Dropper Lords or yeah. I imagine it would be mutas. I don't know. Oh, there it is. +1 range. Okay.
Ooh. With no Roach Warren or Hydralisk Den.
Does that mean it's for queens? Is he going to go queen heavy for like Nidus? I don't.
No, it may be that queen move out again. But
it could be.
Doubt it.
I'm thinking queens unless he throws down a Roach Warren anytime
How many
soon.
queens? There's only 2 queens here, like. There it is. Hydra Den.
I like this. I've seen him do this before. MeomaikA goes for this Hydra timing, that, you know, Baneless as well, that tries to catch the Terran off guard, and like surprisingly it works. It's such a weird build, but MeomaikA has been known to throw it out from time to time.
Hmm. Well, the Hellions they may scout this. The Queens they try to come in, but it looks like the Hydra Den is scouted. And you know what? Actually, might be a good idea here. Nidus Worm Lurker. Tell me I'm wrong, mate. Tell me I'm wrong.
Does that even happen in Brood War? Is that a thing?
No, because there's no Nidus Worm. It's just Lurker drops with Dropper Lords. But I have encountered it on my ladder a couple of times.
Okay.
That doesn't seem to be what.
That seems a little bit too crazy for me and Micah. That's we'll see. This Liberator does come into the main, does try and find some damage, but so far the reaction has been good for me and Micah. But
oh, the Queen
does take out that Liberator.
Well,
And yeah, despite being scouted, like MeomaikA, he's sticking with this composition.
Yeah, he is. He's sticking with Ling Hydra, not Ling Bane Hydra like the good old days, but you know.
Yeah. Again, like Baneless, like MeomaikA has been known to go for this Hydra timing. But the problem is that if it doesn't work, as you just mentioned, he doesn't have Banes to defend against like a follow-up Marine push or something like that. So it does make it a little bit difficult. And it does also mean that when this push does happen, like it needs to deal damage. Because he's going to be Baneless for quite some time.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see how Azure adapts as well. Because you know, as you said, like he did spot it.
Well, I guess does seem to be, you know, that both these players right now are just trying to, you know, get that infestation pit down and go in. So MeomaikA is getting that infestation pit, you know, going, getting the Baneling nest as well. So he's gonna tech up into Ling Bane Hydra.
Yeah. It looks like he's just decided, okay, I'm just gonna take a step back from this. I'm gonna throw down a Baneling nest. You know, we're going just straight up standard Ling Bane Hydra.
Hold on. I swear to God. Maybe 10.
Yeah, as this is happening, we do have a hive on the way for MeomaikA as well as Baneling speed. So, you know, he's starting to tech up. So far, this game has been pretty passive, but finally Azure, he is moving out here on the map with this Marine hit squad. And again, like, as we've noted, MeomaikA, he doesn't go very queen heavy, doesn't go very creep spread heavy. So these Marines...
Hydras,
here.
they get caught out.
Oh, the Marines are getting surrounded though. The Hydras can pick off the medevacs. Oh god!
At least one medevac full of Marines. Oh, has to be careful here. Medevac boost is done. Start separating of the Hydras. That looks like that medevac will get away.
And that was a massive pickup from Meo there, catching a full medevac of Marines, pushing away Azure's force, and kind of, you know, keeping him at home because of that. So again, we'll see. And like, this is why watching MeomaikA play is different to any other Zerg, because he has his own style. Again, like there's no creep spread out on the map. That also means that I was gonna say that Ultralists struggle more as well. As I say that though, look what's on the way.
I mean, ta-da!
I love it. It's great. Like, sure, yeah, Ultras, no creep spread. He'll make it work. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we do have this drop looking to get in position to get into the natural, perhaps. Let's see. Oh, he does scan preemptively just to make sure the army's not there. MeomaikA, though, I think he's reacting. The Lynx miss it, though. Ooh.
That's good. Well, the Marines do drop into the natural start, decimating the worker line here. As now the Hydras are here to try and take down these medevacs. Can they take down this one full of Marines? It doesn't look like it.
And there we have it, Azure. He scans the main base. He sees the Ultralisk Cavern. He's also scratching his head like, Ultras? All right.
Really? At this time of the match, at this time of day, secluded like entirely into your main. Yes.
Ooh, the drop does get picked off though, so MeomaikA will clean it up.
Yeah, but both these players are maxing out pretty quickly already. Liberators are out for Azure.
That poor Bailing. It's sandwiched in between the eggs.
It's like, I want to go blow something up. That is a decent amount of tanks and Marines here.
Yeah, it will just all be on Azure being sieged up in time because it does look like he's moving out. And so far, none of the Overlords have spotted it, but I think he's seen it
maybe.
a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, so far. Yeah, Mio, he doesn't know. He still doesn't see it. Like, there's no Overlords in that region.
Well, now he'll know. He'll know to take. Yeah. Libs are going to start sieging up. But there are so many Ultralisks here that these tanks are going to get surrounded. No Marauders here as well, as now these tanks are just going to get eliminated. Star Steppering here from the Marines trying to back off.
Yeah, and as you said, there are no Marauders here to support this. And like, Marines on their own, they don't trade too well at all against Ultralisks. And this is surprising because, again, Azure, he saw the Ultralisk Cavern. He knew that this was coming, but there are no Ghosts, no Marauders. There are Liberators, but they were all taken out. It's just Bio here. There's no tanks either. Two tanks actually sieged up in the back.
The Banelings are trying to run forward, trying to find the connection. Most of the Banelings do get wasted on a couple of Marauders there. And now, the natural may have been open here. Stand back, there's not too much energy on these medivacs here. So one swipe with these Ultralisks, and that swabs a Bio going down. He's not repairing the base!
I think that's it. Like, the entire army goes down, the tanks are going down, there aren't any Liberators here, it's just a planetary.
Okay, yeah, the rest of the army is here, and that's it. GG. MeomaikA is going to go down, and MeomaikA is going to advance against Go Joey.
Yeah. GG. MeomaikA takes down Azure, and again, like a pretty passive game up until the end, where, you know, the Ultras came out and Azure just didn't have what he needed. Like, he had a good amount of tanks. He had like, I think 4 Liberators, but again, like, MeomaikA just pushed through them. You know, Hydras took care of the Liberators, and after that first big engagement, Azure was pushed back home. He had nothing but Marines. He just didn't have the army composition to deal with the Ultralisks.
Yeah. Well, I guess that is going to be it.
Yeah, who needs creep spread?
Who needs creep spread?
Exactly. But it does seem like we will be getting ready for the finals, a ZvZ finals for Grand Platypus Open number 24. And I believe before these finals, we will be taking a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah, let MeomaikA rest up a bit.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, don't forget to check out !Humble Bundle, !, Patreon if you want help support the tournaments going up and about. But with that, we will be back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. If I still will not forgive you, I will. Because I know you had other stuff to do. I mean, what else? But other than that, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the grand finals between MeomaikA and Go Joey, a ZvZ. Don't go anywhere.